the Chrisleys of reality TV are contesting their convictions for tax evasion and bank fraud in federal court. A federal appeals court is hearing challenges to certain parts of the convictions and sentences of reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley, who were found guilty on federal counts of bank fraud and tax evasion and are currently incarcerated. The Chrisleys became well known for their television program Chrisley Knows Best, which followed the adventures of their close-knit family. Prosecutors, however, claimed that they participated in a vast bank fraud scheme, concealed their profits from tax authorities, and flaunted their opulent lifestyle. They hired an accountant named Peter Tarantino, who is currently incarcerated. He requests a new trial and the overturning of his conviction. Federal prosecutors and attorneys representing all three parties are scheduled to present their cases at the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Atlanta on Friday. August 2019 marked the Chrisleys' initial charging date. They were found guilty by a jury in June 2022 of plotting to defraud community banks of over $30 million in fraudulent loans. Julie Chrisley was found guilty of wire fraud and obstruction of justice, and they were also found guilty of tax evasion and conspiring to defraud the IRS. While Julie Chrisley, 51, is being held at a facility in Lexington, Kentucky, with an October 2032 release date, Todd Chrisley, 56, is being held at a minimum security federal prison camp in Pensacola, Florida. On the website of the Federal Bureau of Prisons, Tarantino, 61, was found guilty of knowingly filing false tax returns and conspiring to defraud the United States. His release date is September of the following year, and he is currently being held in a federal prison camp with minimum security in Montgomery, Alabama. According to the prosecution, the Chrisleys obtained over $30 million in fraudulent loans by providing banks with fictitious documentation. When Todd Chrisley filed for bankruptcy, they absolved themselves of any obligation to repay the loans after that plan fell apart. They launched their reality show and flaunted their wealth and lifestyle to the American public while filing for bankruptcy, according to the prosecution. They then withheld the millions of dollars they earned from the show from the IRS. The 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Atlanta will hear cases from federal prosecutors and attorneys for all three parties on Friday. The first charging date for the Chrisleys was in August 2019. A jury found them guilty in June 2022 of conspiring to steal over $30 million in fraudulent loans from community banks. In addition to being found guilty of tax evasion and conspiring to defraud the IRS, Julie Chrisley was also found guilty of wire fraud and obstruction of justice. Todd Chrisley, 56, is being held at a minimum security federal prison camp in Pensacola, Florida, while Julie Chrisley, 51, is being held at a facility in Lexington, Kentucky, with an October 2032 release date.